Ita for not sharing my lottery winnings with my family, even after they said I was ruining their dreams? I, 28M, have never been close with my family. My parents always favored my older brother and younger sister, and I was pretty much an afterthought. When I was 18, I moved out for college and we only kept in touch via holiday texts. I worked 2 jobs to get through school and pay my own way, and I've been grinding ever since to build a good life for myself. Daquan, a few months ago, I won a significant amount of money in the lottery. Not a quit your job and retire to a private island amount, but enough to pay off my mortgage, my student loans, and have a good chunk left over to invest and live comfortably. The day after I won, I called my best friend and we had a celebratory dinner. It was the only person I told, and I swore him to secrecy. I didn't want the drama that would come with telling my family. A few weeks later, my sister called me out of the blue. She was full of compliments, asking how I was doing, saying she missed me and that we should catch up. This was highly unusual. We haven't had a real conversation in years. I was confused and a little wary. Then she dropped the bombshell. "Did you win the lottery?" My heart sank. I asked how she knew, and she said she'd seen an article about a local winner. My town isn't huge, and she'd put 2 and 2 together. She then started talking about how she and her husband wanted to open a coffee shop, and my brother needed help with his car loan. And my parents had always dreamed of a new kitchen. The "we" was a heavy word, and it felt like she was speaking for the whole family. It was clear she wasn't calling to reconnect. She was calling for a handout. I told her that while I was happy for them and their goals, I couldn't help them financially. The money was a windfall for me, and I was using it to secure my own future, which I'd worked my butt off for. I told her I couldn't afford to be their personal bank. She lost it. She started crying, saying I was selfish and that family takes care of family. She said I was ruining their dreams and holding them back, and that I had a moral obligation to share the money with them because it was unearned. The conversation ended with her screaming that I was an awful person and hanging up on me. Now my phone is blowing up with texts and calls from my parents and brother, all saying similar things. They're all upset that I'm not sharing. My mom even sent me a text that said, "You were born into this family, and that means you share in our good fortune." Ada for keeping the money I won, even though my family feels like I'm ruining their dreams by not sharing. I feel a little guilty, but mostly I feel like they're being incredibly entitled. I'm worried about what happens next.